Assalamu alaikum. Sulaiman Rahim here. Welcome. Welcome to Critical Analytics. Today we're going to do a critical analysis on chapter 12 of the AL-INJIL, aka Revelations, specifically the last part. Previously, I've always focused on the first part, so I've never really gotten to the last part. That's what we're going to do today because that's very critical information about what is in front of us very soon. So let's proceed. Now, chapter 12 is talking about primarily about the war and about the what would you say, the travails of the woman, the Nation of Islam, the original nation, during that period of time just prior to and during the war. That's what we're going to talk about. So let's move on. Now what we have here is, put things out the way here. Okay, we're going to start in verse 13. Now this is at the point of where the war is taking place and the dragon has been defeated. False Israel, America, and Britain, that's Gog and Magog, the Jah, false Israel, has been defeated. They've been kicked out of the Middle East. Just prior to the abomination of desolation, just prior to that. Because according to Daniel, once that happens, and America and Britain, that's Gog and Magog, is kicked out, well, false Israel is still there. And they're put under siege. The Shia will put them under siege, right? And for a period of time, and then it will fall. So once they don't have the protection of Gog and Magog anymore, they're put under siege by the Shia, Iran and Syria, right? And then taken down. So they're under siege for a period of time, and they fall. So, and that's at the abomination of desolation when they actually fall. But you got this period of time, right? So you got two periods of time. You got time when the war starts. That's a time of jubilation on the part of the Christians and demons and everybody that supports false Israel. See, because they're anticipating that false Israel will win this war. America and Britain will win this war. They anticipate. That's what it says in Exodus. It says that when Joshua, Suleiman, entered the camp, there was a rejoicing. You know, they were singing and dancing, but it was not a sound. It was a sound of war. They was at war, but it wasn't a sound of victory nor a sound of defeat. That means the war was ongoing. But they was rejoicing because everybody was expecting that. They had anticipated. The anticipation was false Israel was going to be victorious. The Shia is going to be defeated. Iran and Syria is going to be defeated. The Islamic power will be broken, and Jesus has returned and is taken. He's back in false Israel, and the new era is coming in, right? And Christians are going to war, and they're going to kick everybody's ass, and so forth and so on. That's the anticipation. So let's see what actually happens. So follow me, right? This is food for study for those who want to study. Okay, look at verse 13. And I saw a dragon was thrown to the earth, right? Okay, so it just lost the war. It persecuted the woman who gave birth to the male. Now, a woman has 6 parts to her. See? 6 parts to her, right? And the sinner, right? That's the male, or that's the Master Muhammad she gives birth to, right? But she gives birth to 2, a son and a child. But we're not going to talk about that right now, right? And was given to the woman 2 wings of an eagle, in order that she might fly into the desolate place of her. 2 wings of an eagle, right? Now, the eagle represents the Caucasian or European countries, right? and it has 6 wings. So we see at the bottom down there, if you can follow my cursor here, right down here, that's the part of the woman they're talking about, this one. That's what's showing up here. See, this one's given 2 wings of an eagle, right? That's the Christian blacks in America. See, so that's what they're talking about here. They're referring to this one. Yet follows close. This is angel language, and it's kind of it's complicated. But those you've been studying, right? You should be able to follow some of this, and eventually follow all of it. That's this part. Okay, now, where she is being nourished, there are point times, a point time, half a point time from the face of a serpent. See? From the face of a serpent. See? Okay, no. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Okay. So here's a serpent here, but his face would be there. That's where his son would be. That's Suleiman. So now he's there. So in other words, that's what it means. The face of a serpent would be the one that would be present right here. So now Suleiman is there at the NOI, right? He's there. That's the Ancient of Days. He sets. He throws out the demons. He throws out Farrakhan, all his demons, right? He said thrones were cast down. That's Daniel. Thrones were cast down. The Ancient of Days did set. So he comes at that point, right, during the war, right, when the war starts. See, he comes there when the war actually starts, right? So he's there during the war as going on before Abomination of Desolation. So he's there when war starts. This happens because suddenly there's a big going on, right? And because there's a lot of people in the Nation of Islam that's not with Farrakhan, they're watching. Exodus says that there was 2 parties. One that was with Suleiman, because that's what Elijah says to them, or the one with the Lord. I don't say the one with him, the one with the Lord, right? Talking about the Ancient of Days or Suleiman or Joshua come with him. And the ones with Aaron, right? They were separated, and then they slaughtered all Aaron's people. Farrakhan and all Aaron's people. So he's there, right? So that's that point that he takes control in NOI. That's what, that's what happened. And I'll leave it there. So that's what it's talking about. So now they've been nourished. It says for times, appointed time. See, you had ignorant Ishmael, Farrakhan spoke time. That's 3.5 years. Because that's what the devil says. That's the interpretation. It doesn't mean 3.5 years. It has nothing to do with 3.5 years. See, that's something to do with chapter 18. That's another story. Right. So anyway, that's what that's talking about. So that's identifying the NOI there. That's saints. That's identifying them. That's the part of the woman, this one. Okay? And through the serpent out of the mouth of it, behind the woman, water as river, in order that born by river it might make. Now, what does that mean? Okay? See here? These are the rivers. This is the water, if you understand the angel. This is the water and this is the rivers. See? So it said this would be behind the woman. Right? So it's talking about these here. It's not talking about this one. It's talking about, well, hold on, let me get this right. Okay, juice out of the mouth of it. So it's 2 parts here. Through the serpent. Here's the serpent out of this mouth, right? And then it's talking about behind the woman. So this has something to do with these parts of the woman, because this one is behind the river of water is behind this part of the woman. This one, and this one. Right? So it says, through the serpent out of the mouth of it, here's the mouth of the serpent, because in this position, when you under the center one is the Lord of each one, right? So on the bottom here, that's considered the mouth. So the mouth out here, so out through the mouth, so this one, that's talking about this one here. See, that represents Farrakhan. He's sitting in Elijah's seat. This one here, right? I meant to take that eye off of there, but it's still there. So anyway, leave it. Okay. So now it's talking about this one, right? It's making a distinction with this one, the white one here, and this reddish one, this black one, and this greenish one. Okay? And through the serpent out of the mouth of it, right? So something this does, right? Okay. And gave aid the earth to the woman, opened up and gave aid to earth to the woman, opened up the mouth opened up the earth, the mouth of it, and drank down the river which drew the dragon out of the mouth of it. So it says, here's the mouth here's the mouth. So it's talking about this one right here. Because this is the earth and this is the mouth of it. Remember, this is the mouth of the serpent, this is the mouth of the earth. So it's talking about this one. See? And it says, and gave age to the woman, opened up the earth, the mouth of it, and drank down the river which drew the dragon out of the, drank down the, so we're talking about the, okay, out of the mouth of the dragon, here's the dragon, here's the mouth of it. Right? And it's talking about this one and this one. Angel language again. It's talking about this one. It's talking about this one, right? And gave age to the earth, gave earth the woman, opened up the mouth of it, right? That's this one. That's the mouth of the earth, and drank down the river which drew the dragon out of the mouth of it. So here's the one that's come out of the mouth of the dragon. It's putting these two together here. In this case right here, these two are put together. So now you have this one and this one, right? And this one, these are related back to the dragon, because here's the dragon, right? See? So these all three are connected. But somehow this is loose. These three are connected, but this is separated. These are doing the bidding of this one, basically. Okay, so let's go down here. And was made wrath of the dragon upon the woman, and went off to make war with their leftover. It meant the leftover. What's left? What's left over, right? The seed of her, observing the commandments of God and the words of Jesus, right? And stood upon the sands of the sea. See? Okay, here's the sea. Stood upon the sands of the sea, and the sand would be the earth, right? That's talking about this one here. So this is the one that the dragon is making war with, right? But these are also, this is what he's using to make war with them with. Because this the rivers and everything that he was using to go after the woman. This woman, that's the one he's making war with. So just think about this. Think of it. It's difficult, but this one is getting this one, right? To make war against this one, right? As a result, being inspired by the dragon. Who's the dragon? That's Sunnism. So we know we're going to be attacked by Sunnism, because I said the dragon is going to make war. And who he's going to use to do it, right? He's going to be the demons here. And when's this going to happen? Okay, so a basic analysis, I'm not going into detail here. Basic analysis, what it's saying is that when that war starts, that's when Farrakhan's demons get kicked out. That's when Suma kicks them out. Remember I said when the war starts. So during that period, they've been kicked out, right? And he's setting, right? Okay. The dragon has been kicked out already. They're going to make war, right, with the NOI, because the NOI is saying that that's their land over there. And they've been trying to stop that ever since Elijah Muhammad started teaching. They've been actually paying Farrakhan off, right, to stop teaching that stuff about promised land. So now the war is gone, and now they're attacking. It says it right there, right? And also the demons are attacking also. Farrakhan is going to lead the demons against us. He's going to lead the Christians against us. He's going to try to take back, and he's going to try to get the Christians to help him take the NOI back. That's what it's telling us. They're going to attack us during that period of time. This is prior to the abomination of desolation. During that period of time, just before false Israel was taken down. So in other words, once the war starts, this is what's going to happen. Once the war starts, that's when the Ancient of Days in Daniel, he sets. So you want to know what's, because I never talked about exactly what's happening in that period of time. I just talked about when he sets and then abomination of desolation. But you got a period of time that war is going on, how long that takes, right? You see, how long it takes before they're victorious, and then how long it's false Israel under siege, and then it's taken down. When it's taken down, that's the abomination of desolation. When it's actually taken down, when it's clear that they're not, because everybody's still thinking it's not going to, even under siege, they're still thinking Jesus will come back and rescue them. That won't be brought to a halt until they're finally taken down. There's no hope. There's nobody going to come back and save them. That's going to raise them up from the grave. That's the abomination of desolation. That's when the four winds will blow. At that point, that's when Magog and Magog, America and Britain, is going to attack. That's when they're going to attack. When the abomination of desolation is clear that we are true seed of Abraham, that's when they're going to attack us. But before they attack us, the nation of Islam is going to be under attack. And all those with Suleiman, they'll be under attack. I'm going to talk about the Sunnis and also by the Christians. Christians led by, because those are demons, right? Led by Farrakhan, trying to reclaim. So they say we're hypocrites. We took over. You understand? And we hate the Christians. We hate black people. That's what they're gonna be saying. See, because they're all demons, right? So why y'all hate black people? You get the message. So I'm gonna leave it there, brothers and sisters. We can talk about this more detail another time, but that's what I said. As we get close, I'm gonna make it clear to you. See, that's what we can expect. See, I never revealed this to you before, but this is about to happen. As soon as that war starts, this will happen. Before, because you got to remember, you got a period of time there between the time the war starts to the time they're victorious to the time that false Israel is taken under siege after Gog and Magog is kicked out, because they still remain there under siege until the time they're taken down. That's an abomination of desolation. So what happens during that period of time from the war starts until that? This is what happens during that period of time. Suleiman, he's taking control of NOI. All the demons, everything are kicked out. Farrakhan, all the demons kicked out. Right? They're going to he's going to get all his celebrities and all the people that, they're going to be bad mouth, everything they can to shut us down. They're going to attack us any kind of way, physically, spiritually, economically, anything they can to shut us down. See? And the Sunnis is going to be right there too. They're trying to come in and destroy us. They're going to do theirs physically. Now, the demons are going to do that physically also. The Sunnis will definitely do that physically. Try to get in and blow themselves up, whatever they do. Hope you understand, brothers and sisters. So we're going to leave it there. See? Again, this is chapter 13, chapter 12 of the angel. Read it for yourself. Now I'm blocking out chapter 17th verse, but I'm pretty sure you can see it. Let me just move over just a little bit, so make sure. Okay, so it's there so you can read it. See? But that she makes the war with the NOI. Okay, hope you understand, brothers and sisters. Okay, let's move on. Okay, brothers and sisters, again, if you understand this, if you agree or you're interested, come and be an angel warrior, come be a messenger of the covenant. See? Come be a prophet, an angel prophet. Because once you study angel, that's what prophecy is. Being able to tell the future. And angels tell exactly what's going to happen. It's the only book that's present right now telling exactly, identifies everybody. There's no speaks of spirits here. Nobody indivisible things. Everything is visible. We manifest everything. Right? So once you start studying it, you become a prophet. That's what Suleiman would make. He would be making prophets. Say make 144,000 prophets. At least that's what the sealed Bible says. It's unsealed. It's a little different. But anyway, so this is contact information. Contact us and help us wake our people up, right? Because they said it was lost for lack of knowledge. We're going to make sure that's not happening. Become a beacon. Okay, brothers and sisters? We don't want your money. We ain't asked you for anything, right? We're not trying to change you. If change you means getting you to be yourself, then that's the change we want. We want you to be yourself. We want you to be us. Anyone else? We want you to be yourself. We don't want your money. We're not trying to control you. We don't tell you what to do, right? We want you to help be a beacon for our people, right? And just don't corrupt the message. That's pretty much all that's the only rules we have here. Okay, brothers, we're going home. Messenger of the covenant. Read the covenant, Abrahamic covenant. It's in both parts of the Bible, so-called Old Testament, New Testament. So they say it wasn't abrogated by coming to Jesus 2,000 years ago. That's all a bunch of lies. Hope you understand, brothers and sisters. Okay. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, they're in. Assalamu alaikum.